This is something I really want to do for myself to bring back that confidence. I think I work really hard. I work out all the time. I've lost all the weight that I had. I'm back to my pre-baby weight, and I'm ready to have that pre-baby body.
Welcome to BustmobTV. In the spirit of living our life with intention, me and Gretta Nance found some time in our day to pause, grab some coffee, and chat about what's going on inside Bustmob. We'll answer some questions, spend some time with a special guest, and share ways to be more intentional in your daily life. Hop on in. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome.
Cheers. We got our cold brew.
Uh-huh.
It's hot out.
Look how extra almond milk or whatever
I
they put in
know.
it.
Look, I'm very diety. Mine's all stuck down here.
I asked for a splash.
Oh, me too. In a venti. Let's learn some things today.
Yeah.
I feel like the community is quite robust and dynamic.
Oh my gosh, we have crossed 20,000 women in there. That's
and
insane.
1,000 in the skincare group. I think there's like 4,500 plus in the Ask a Surgeon group.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're hitting some momentum here, people.
It's insane.
Thanks for inviting your friends and stuff.
Yes.
We see that a lot too.
You do.
When you see someone who needs the support and guidance and help and love that the community provides, it's so awesome that you're bringing your friends on in.
I would say about 60% of the requests that I get are from people inviting other women, which is awesome. So keep doing that.
That is so cool.
Yes.
I love it.
So some things that are popping off in Bustmob. The first thing is we've been seeing a lot of videos that you guys and photos that you're posting of your recovery process, which is so helpful.
So helpful.
Yes.
Like, that's the scary part of the whole thing. And you want to not be alone in that whole entire
The
experience.
unknown.
Because your husband's like, well, that's wrong, that must be wrong. But
Those
it's so
look weird.
nice to be able to go, no, look, babe, look at all these other people. This is exactly how it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of confidence.
So we actually got to interview Erica Tipton, who's in Bustmob,
Yay,
and
Bustmob.
she's an Amelia patient too. And we got to ask her questions before her surgery and after her surgery, which was really cool.
My name is Erica Tipton, and today I am here for a mommy makeover. When I was younger, like in my teen years, I always wanted to have breasts. I never did. So I looked at breast augmentation before, kind of put it off, had children, and I breastfed both my boys. My breasts that were small are now small and saggy. So, this is something I really want to do for myself to bring back that confidence, I think. I work really hard. I work out all the time. I've lost all the weight that I had. I'm back to my pre-baby weight, and I'm ready to have that pre-baby body. I'm most excited about, I think, the confidence level that I'm gonna get. Being able to see the results of all the workouts, everything that I do. Because right now I just have saggy skin and things that kind of cover up a lot of what I work so hard to do and to get. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty strong. I'm trying to, move around a lot. I'm doing my arm exercises for rapid recovery. I showered yesterday, which was a big milestone, I know. Trying to stand up straight as I walk around and everything, and just, keep a positive attitude. I think that that's really helped me so far. So I'm here today with my 6-week post-op with my mommy makeover. My recovery has been really, really good so far. I've felt really good the whole process. The first week, you can't move as fast as you normally could. You do have a little bit of a hunch, but all in all, I wasn't in a lot of pain. I felt like I expected it to be a lot worse than it was. So I went in with the expectations of the worst pain I've ever felt. And I was very pleasantly surprised that it wasn't that. I know I'm only 6 weeks out, but now when I look down, I'm feeling more comfortable in my own skin. The girls are feeling like my breasts now. I love looking down and seeing that my hard work, post-baby, getting back to the size I was and everything is paying off in my stomach now that I've had the muscle repair with the tummy tuck. I've worked really hard in the gym to get there, and now I have the flat stomach that I always wanted. It's really exciting.
Wasn't that so great?
Yeah, she's so sweet.
I love that you posted what you did in Bustmob, asking women to share their stories, and it was overwhelming.
I thought I'd get one person.
Right.
I actually really thought no one's gonna want to like document this kind of unknown, somewhat scary, somewhat graphic experience. And I have been inundated with people. So I cannot wait to keep bringing you awesome Bustmob babes like behind the stories.
And it's so helpful to see it.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, I know what you meant. And I think it's so fun too, like being able to watch before and after when you have no idea what to expect.
No.
And everyone's experience is a little bit different, which is also kind of nice. So it's not so cut and dry.
No.
So
cut and dry.
Oh.
Without watching like graphic YouTube videos, you know, because I was too scared to Google that stuff. Like I want to hear it from real people with a little bit of a nice, like I don't want to see the gross stuff.
Yeah, sprinkle it in a little.
So Jenny has a project this quarter, a Bustmob project.
It's a big one.
Again, given all the things, we pretty much just lurk all of your comments and things people are asking questions about. And then we're like, could we build something to help with that? So you've taken on a big project this quarter.
I have.
I'm confident that you're going to complete it.
I hope so.
But I'm glad I'm not doing it.
It's going to be so great once it's done. But the goal is to create, I don't know if you guys remember, some of you OGs out there, like we had a recovery kit back in the day.
I do remember.
That we stopped selling those years ago, but we realized like that's a really important part of recovery. Like getting all the things you need in one place makes it simple. So we were going to create a breast box. Don't know if it's going to be called that yet.
Drum roll.
Is this how you drum?
I'm obviously not a drummer.
We're going to make a breast box, a body box for like liposuction and tummy tucks, and like a mommy makeover box or a combination of both.
Yep.
So the goal is to have everything in these boxes that will help you in your recovery, that you can just buy the box and have everything you need. So I have been asking you ladies lately, like, there he goes again.
We can interview him at some point.
Get in. Hop on in. But I've been asking you ladies, like, what did you find helpful? What was not helpful? Like, what did you buy and didn't use? So your suggestions have been so helpful and critical in creating these boxes. So thank you guys. I'll probably be asking you so many more questions, but it's going to be great. I'm so excited.
All right. So I've got some questions for you. You know, this is one of my favorites because I do like to surprise you. Okay. Like I like those beach or lake. You know, there are those kind of questions. So that's what I feel like this is. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
So I'm having a mommy makeover, the boobs and the stomach. What are the must-haves for my recovery?
We hear this all the time.
Which is why
there's
you
a lot
should
of
get a
things.
box. Get a recovery box.
Well, they haven't been invented yet, but they will.
That's why we're going to make them. Yep. Because of questions like this.
Yep.
Well, two things I would recommend right off the bat would be Booby Butter for your boobs to get them prepped and ready. Because I don't know if you've had a baby, like when your stomach stretches, it gets itchy because your skin is stretching. So your boobs are going to be stretching when you get those implants. So a lot of times people complain about itching. So we have Booby Butter.
Yep. You made this.
I did. It's
and now someone else makes it with your recipe.
That's right.
You are no longer making it in your living room, which is cool. But I do love, like, I feel really good. I put this on my kids. I put it on my hands.
Ooh, that
I know. Yeah, show like the consistency because we're not doing greasy here.
It's buttery.
Yeah. So really good when you get that prickly tightness after surgery that's really uncomfortable. Gold. And I think you can put this to me on your stomach and your boobs. Like all the things. Because I had liposuction with my tummy tuck as well. And when that itchy and tightness started, I was putting arnica gel and Booby Butter on my stomach all the time.
What's great about it is
it smells good.
It does.
I just got a whiff.
It has like a bunch of butters in it, obviously Booby Butter, but it also has calendula oil, arnica montana oil, like things that are going to help with bruising and swelling and inflammation. So that is also in the Booby Butter. So like you said, you can put it on your stomach to prep your stomach. You can put it on even when you're recovering on your boobs, or prep your boobs ahead of time so like you don't get stretch marks, things like that. And lastly, I would recommend my scar salve, not just because I make it, but because so many women tell me how good it works for them, and it's all natural, which to me is important. Like,
and it's affordable. Like,
It
to
is,
me, I have a
yes.
lot of people ask about skincare or whatever. Hey, like, I get it. There are some of those silicone gel strips and stuff that cost like hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Not
If
this
you
one.
are looking for an affordable option, I'm a big fan of this.
And it's an all-natural option, too. Like, don't buy bio oil. Please don't buy bio oil. I don't care if you get mad that I said it. Don't buy bio oil. Like, there's so many chemicals in it. It even says on the bottle, do not use in your first trimester. So, Scar Salve, it's $29.
Yeah.
And it can last a long time because a little goes a long way. So, you just press into it a little bit. Rub it on.
Whole tummy tuck scar, whole boobs, under boob scars, lift scars. I still use it for random. Every time I burn my face or neck with a curling iron, I put it on.
I put it on Hazel when she gets a boo-boo.
Yeah.
Like, I put Scar Salve on everything.
If you want one, you can go to bustmob.com.
That's right.
And again, we donate 2 hot meals to children in countries who need it with every purchase as well.
Through Help One Now.
You can feel good about that.
Yes.
Are you ready for question number 2? I don't know if you are. Because
I have no idea.
I know that you don't know what it is. So it's going to be great.
Okay, I'm
Are
ready.
you ready?
So I'm seeing people take these UV skin pictures to help see sun damage. Does that actually work, and do I need it?
First of all,
I literally set you up for this one.
I wanted to get it done so bad, but I wasn't included. But anyways.
So we have had a flurry of people posting that, and there are machines. There's a machine called the Vizia, like the UV skin scan, UV skin pictures, UV sun damage, like scopes have been around for years. Here's my take. They're a cool tool, like technology and skincare. Like, there is no reason not to marry the two. That is available at some Amelia's, not all of them. I bet you can find a med spa who offers it in your area. But really what it does is shows you what's below the surface.
I wouldn't know because I wasn't included.
We will take Jenny's and we will post it. But what's really cool is, especially for people who, like, we have all had a couple burns when we were children, like severe burns, or it can help show, hey, we're going to need to keep an eye on this spot and this spot for skin cancer. It can show dehydration. It can show oiliness, large pores. It really can look below what you can visibly see and give you a heads up of what might be coming. Again, not like you can get a great skin assessment without that. But if you have the opportunity to try it, I really would. So usually dermatologists or estheticians or nurses who are skincare experts can kind of give you a heads up. Hey, you have a lot of pigmentation under there, and that is going to come to the surface. And so I was asking them today. I brought some products. It's fun stuff. So with most people's, what stuff you see below and what you saw in some of those pictures are all of those freckles. It's like, wait a minute, I don't see them when I'm looking.
I have freckles.
But then when you do below the surface, people are covered in those kind of black dots. I mean, that is just congealed melanin because of UV damage. So when they're really dark, it's like that may be a potential cancer spot at some point, and you want to keep your eye on that. But even so, they're all going to come to the surface at some point, which is why they usually recommend some form of a vitamin C and or some form of vitamin A. I know I didn't want to open this up because I love this, but I don't want to pay for another one right now. It's actually not that expensive. But, you know, vitamin C is helping with the antioxidants and all the free radicals and things like that. It will help fight aging and sun damage. This is just one of, SkinCeuticals has a bunch of different serums that I'm a big fan of. I like this one. And this is, you know, like a retinoid. So vitamin A is a retinoid, which will help exfoliate and speed up the skin turnover, which will help get those things up into the surface. And I like this one. This one's a gentle one. It's by Abaji. It's called Redavance. And then also, obviously, you need a growth factors and peptides
I put that on this morning.
I know. So this is more for, I didn't. I just was assuming because your skin looks great. This is more going to help the outside look plump, hydrated, boost collagen, build new collagen, elastin. So if you've got that damage, you need to fight it deep down with your serums, AM or PM with an exfoliator, but then you also need those growth factors. So those are usually the top 3 recommendations when you see that UV sun damage. And like a lot of people in our office did this week. So hopefully we can show those pics on here.
Last week, y'all challenged me on Breakfast Club Breakfast Club, yeah, to paint because I've been talking about it, and then we brought it up in last Bustmob TV, and so guess what I did?
Praise Jesus.
I did it.
So thankful.
I don't know if you can see it.
It got cooler than last time you showed it.
Yeah,
You know, like when you showed it on
varnished
Breakfast Club, it wasn't finished.
yeah.
You
You're right.
only get to say something like 9 times before we're gonna challenge you to do it. So I had really challenged Jenny. I know you want to paint. You've told me all the reasons.
I had a lot of excuses.
Now let's get started. And you got started.
You told me start before you feel ready, right?
Yes.
And I
Whoever
like
feels
that.
ready. I'm not ready to do anything.
And I did it.
You did it, and it looks great.
Thank you.
What was the hardest part about getting started? Like,
Getting
were you nervous? Were you fearful? What was holding you up
I
there?
was discouraged about my lack of paint color options because I only had like 6, and I thought I used to have like 50, and so now I went in the attic and I'm like, I'm gonna find these paints. Well, apparently I threw them away like 6 years ago because I couldn't find them.
Nice.
So I just stuck with the 6 colors I had, and my whites were empty, so I couldn't like make it anything lighter. So I just got my hands in there, and I just like,
I really like it.
I loved it.
I don't know why, because this is not my wheel of expertise.
What?
But I've been posting a lot more about food and our meal prepping and our preparation.
It's helpful.
Like, well, that's what I have had a lot of people say, hey, this has been really helpful for me. And it's funny that it took me 43 years to figure it out, and I'm sure I'll change 9 more times.
You're 43?
But you knew that.
I thought you're 42.
Oh my God.
I forgot.
No, it happened again. A birthday happened again.
Another year.
But like with 6 kids and 2 careers and 4 schools,
Oh my God.
like it is chaos. And I think at one point I was going to the grocery store 3 or 4 or even 5 times a week. Like, and it's kind of on me, and I'm okay with that. Like, we've decided, Nick and I have had a lot of communication about you're kind of owning all this house stuff, and I'll own this because it's important for me to eat healthy too. And I don't know, I've enjoyed that. I'm not a chef or a cook though. But
That butter chicken looks good though.
that was good. That was good. But it's like a challenge to take unhealthy recipes and make them a little healthier, you know. So anyway, I'm off topic. Okay, let me come back to it. So I know I talked last week or the week before, I can't even remember, about our kind of Sunday coffee and calendaring dates. Like, this was kind of born out of that too. Like, not only do Nick and I sync up our calendars for the week, like who's picking up so-and-so, who has soccer practice, like who is hey, I'm coming home late because of this work thing. Mine are usually like, he's like, when are you getting your toes cleaned and your hair washed? Or what? I'm like, babe, it's a pedicure and my roots. Like, those are important things. Or he's like, when are you getting your eyebrows, you know, lashed or something? I'm like,
Lashed?
no, those are my lashes. My appointments are very important. But we also started, if I'm in charge, I'm like, what are we eating tonight? Is this like a night where we cook, or do we need something super fast? And then we always agreed that family night on Wednesdays needed to be easy. So we get pizzas. But so now I go ahead and write a little piece of paper on the fridge too, like Monday, Wednesday, like all the days. Here's what we're eating. And almost always we have stuck to it.
Nice.
Here or there, something crazy will blow up the schedule, and we're just like, let's go to Chipotle. And that's okay. I hate leaving food sitting in the fridge though. So, but that's even morphed into, well, wait, I have not been grocery shopping for my lunches. You know, it sucks if I cook great at night, but I eat Chick-fil-A in here every day. And so the whole thing has really grown, and I really like it. I use a grocery shopping app.
Which one?
Mine's called, I pulled it up earlier. I wrote it down. Buy Me a Pie.
Buy Me a Pie.
Yep. It's a free app, I think.
That's misleading.
But Nick and I can sync a grocery list together. So if he's at home right now and he runs out of creamer, he can add the creamer to my grocery list. I love it. Like, I go in on a Sunday to grocery shop one time now for an entire week. You know, it's $300 or $400 with 6 people, but that's one time. I was doing multiple trips like that, and then we were throwing away a bunch of food. So that helps tremendously. And I use Pinterest a lot. Like, I have multiple boards of like,
I have food boards.
Quick night dinners. Long, you know, we'll try to do like an Instapot or a crock pot once a week. And so I go through and I'm just kind of like, how about this? And once he gives the thumbs up, I'm like, all right, buddy, we're sticking to this.
Well, we got to get back to work.
We do.
We're going to get back in Bustmob, see what you guys are up to.
Jenny's going to build a box. not dissimilar to Build-A-Bear, but she's going to build us some recovery boxes. So she
boxes.
has work to do.
I got some to do. What are you going to do?
Peace out.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. To join Bustmob, shop for swag, or follow me and Greta on social, click the links below. See you next time.